Floyd Mayweather was at the airport, he ran into someone he didn't expect to see. Terence Crawford was also there heading to Shakur Stevenson's party. After receiving an invitation, Mayweather lunged at Crawford, pinning him to the ground. Crawford ended up with a bloody nose. From the fight, what was supposed to be a simple airport visit for both fighters turned into a surprising and dramatic clash. Now you might be wondering why all of this is happening. Why would someone like Mayweather, who was expected to be noble and professional, suddenly attack Terence Crawford? Well, it all started when Crawford was asked who would win in a fight between himself and Floyd Mayweather. Without hesitation, Crawford confidently backed himself, saying he believed he could win me. During his appearance on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, he added, "Me versus anybody, I'm going always say me. That's just how confident I am in my skills. Whether it's Mayweather or anyone else, I believe in myself and I know I'll come out on top." This has made Mayweather really furious because to him, it feels like Crawford is looking down on his achievements. Mayweather has an unblemished record, so he has every reason to be angry. He's fought and beaten some of the best in boxing history, so hearing Crawford say that he could beat him was like a slap in the face. But here's the thing, doesn't Crawford also have a perfect record so far in his career? That could be why he's so confident in saying he could win against Mayweather. Just like Floyd, Crawford has never tasted defeat, so it's understandable why he believes in himself so much. After all, both fighters have proven their skills in the ring. Maybe it's that shared undefeated status that makes this rivalry so intense. Both men are proud of their records and neither wants to back down. Although it hasn't happened yet, a fight between Mayweather and Crawford would be a dream come true for boxing fans. The excitement is real because Crawford is one of the top pound-for-pound fighters right now. He's already made history by becoming undisputed in two weight divisions, lightweight and welterweight, which shows just how good he is. Fans can only imagine what it would be like to see these two go head-to-head in his last fight. Crawford even moved up to super welterweight and took down Israel Madoff, the reigning champ, to win a world title in his fourth division. This shows how versatile and skilled Crawford is in the ring, making him a serious challenge for anyone, even someone like Mayweather. On the other side of the ring, we have Mayweather, a true boxing legend. He won world titles in many different weight classes and retired without ever losing a fight with an amazing record of 50 wins and no losses. Mayweather is often the fighter that all other boxers are compared to. His style, skill, and ability to outsmart his opponents make him one of the best in the history of boxing. But even though that's what many people believe, there's no doubt that only one fighter will stand out if they ever meet in the ring. Top trainer Robert Garcia, who works with great fighters like Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez and Virgil Ortiz, shared his thoughts on the matter. He told his news that even after all these years, Mayweather, or Money as he's often called, could still come back and beat many of today's world champions. Mayweather could still beat a lot of champions. Maybe at welterweight he could beat most of the champions. Right now he'll probably beat WBA regular champion Amant Stanonis, WBC champion Mario Barros, WBO champion Brian Norman Jr. Mayweather has unmatched skills and experience. The trainer believes that Mayweather hasn't lost his edge and that, even though he's retired, he could easily compete with the best fighters out there. This is a big compliment from a top trainer who has seen many fighters rise and fall in the sport. Now Garcia is sharing his thoughts. Even though Ryan Garcia doesn't like Mayweather very much, he supports him. In a recent show, he made it clear that he doesn't like Terence Crawford very much either. Garcia went so far as to call Crawford a bum, claiming that he's only faced weaker fighters. According to him, he hasn't really pushed himself or met anyone who could really test him. Terence Crawford isn't like that, bro. Terence Crawford is a jerk who gets too much attention. I'm sorry, but someone had to say it. You're overrated, bro. I'm looking at the camera right now, you jerk. Even more interesting is that Garcia asked Crawford to fight him in the ring while the fight was going on, which is a big deal in boxing. Since it was live streamed, everyone saw this bold move. Come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking gibberish. I could do it whenever you want it. You could see Crawford. Yes, I could see Crawford. What do you mean? I was one of the best novice fighters. He was, too. I've seen a lot of fighters like him. Garcia is currently dealing with a big problem. He is serving a ban because he tested positive for drugs after his fight with Devin Haney in April. Even though Garcia won that fight and knocked Haney down several times, he couldn't keep the belts. The issue started when Garcia weighed in over the official limit before the match. This mistake meant he didn't meet the rules for the fight. After news of his positive drug test came out, the fight was ruled a no contest. After hearing what Garcia said about him, Terence Crawford had something to say back. Crawford said that, unlike Garcia, he has never tested positive for drugs that improve efficiency. Crawford made it clear that Garcia's drug test results have already shown he used banned substances. Crawford also mentioned that Garcia is not in a strong situation to challenge him. He said Garcia only seems tough because no one wants to fight him right now due to his recent problems. Crawford believes Garcia's tough talk is just an act and it's not something to take seriously. At least I haven't tested positive for PEDs, unlike Garcia, who's already been proven. He's got no business inviting me into the ring. Garcia is not a tough guy. He just acts like it because nobody wants to fight him right now. With all the issues he's been involved in lately, he's trying to make noise. But we all know what's really going on. Terence Crawford has decided he is willing to fight Garcia, but not because he felt pressured by the offer. Instead, Crawford wants to fight him to make a point. He wants to show that Garcia is not as strong as he claims to be, and that he has only been successful because of the drugs he used. Crawford thinks that by fighting Garcia, he can silence all the trash talk and show that Garcia's achievements are not as impressive as they seem. He feels that Garcia's use of Drugs makes his victories less meaningful. I'm willing to fight him, but not because I feel compelled by his invitation. I just want to shut Garcia's mouth once and for all and prove he's nothing more than a guy who relies heavily on drugs to win all that tough talk. Doesn't mean anything when you've got something to hide. I'll expose him for what he really is right now. Rayon Garcia is not Crawford's biggest concern. He has more pressing issues to deal with, especially after getting beat badly by Mayweather at the airport. Crawford needs to focus on getting himself back in shape and handling the aftermath of that fight. Once Crawford takes care of himself and gets back on track, there might be a chance for a fight between him and Mayweather. The promoters could set up a match between them once things settle down and both fighters are ready. So what do you think about this situation? Are you excited to see how things turn out between Crawford and Mayweather, or do you have other thoughts? Let me know what you think in the comments below.